Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Amn. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we get into the mayor of Innsvale, somewhere. We're getting into his house, and we're going to talk to him and see what this is all about. So last episode we came here, and yeah, Minister Lloyd, that's the one, and that's his wife. Or I suppose partner, maybe, I don't know. The assistant, I don't know. But yeah, so last episode we came here because, for two reasons actually. There is a shop that we need to buy a book at, and to kill the murderer of the bridge district of Baldur's Gate. And there is also a series of murders here, man. It's murder everywhere. Can I take that? Thank you very much. And yeah, we need to solve them because, well, apparently people say that it's because of ogres, it's because of wolves, it's because of Umber, whatever the name of the goddess is. Umber, that's the one. And we're currently in Umber Hills, which is, Umber, I believe, is a goddess. But we'll find out more about that. Let me just see, let me get all that they have. And let's have a chat here with Minister Lloyd.
Hello. I don't recognise you. You must be new to Innisfail. Is there something I can help you with?
We come because the little boy Delon said there were evil here, in need of a butt-kicking, and good for us that we have our boots on. Yes, sir, says Minsk. Oh, you did? Oh, then the boy did get to the city after all. I'm pleased to hear it. You have come to our aid, then, yes? Well, I need to gather a coin to save a friend that's been imprisoned. No, actually, I don't. I would like to know more about what is going on here first. Yes, of course. It's a gruesome business. I'm sure that a little Dallin told you some of the story, but I should elaborate on it for your benefit.
We've had a run of killings and disappearances here as of late.
Well, thank you for cutting me off and for just saying after the sentence. Anyway, people murdered in their beds, he says. Their bodies disappearing, bodies found with the skins inside out. Normally, we would turn to our local ranger protector to aid us in a time like this, but our ranger, Morella, has vanished. Several men went to her cabin southwest of the village, and they found no sign of her. It is not like her to be absent for so long. I fear the worst. Soon after, shepherds and farmers from the outlying holds began disappearing. People heard strange noises at night, and we have no ranger to turn to. Everyone's frightened, but they're scared to leave as well, else they get caught in the wilderness by whatever has been doing the killing. And of course, everyone has ideas on what's behind all of this. It's the ogres, my husband. You know this? My wife, Aina. And yes, many people think it's that group of ogres who moved into the area just before the killings began. Likely is, too. They're in the hills, too close to the village, I say. Yeah, you can find them in the hills a bit north of here. Of course, others think it's a pack of very large wolves that's been ranging the hills for some years. Then still others claim Umar herself, the great witch of the hills, so not a goddess, okay, has returned. Legend has it she was responsible for deaths much like these ones. Pah, that is just old legends, says Aina. Why is she Mistress Aina? Is that what Mrs... No. Yeah, is that what Mrs. is? The abbreviation of Mistress? I don't know. There's just old legends. Umar has been gone for over 500 years, my husband. Yes, true. I suppose I should warn you. I've already hired a famous knight, Mazzy Fenton, and a trope, but they haven't been back. I don't know much about these Umar, says, or Umar, whatever, says Nalia, but it sounds like some kind of evil magic. Perhaps this ogre is a powerful mage? It's a possibility we shouldn't ignore. How do you know she's an ogre? It sounds like an ogre name, though, but, Wolves, ogres, witches, oh my! It is too much for Minsk's poor head to comprehend. Which of these are evil? The edge of my sword shall find the truth. To be honest, I think you should check on the ogres and their fellows before chasing after legends and such. So, will you help us? Well, yeah, I will make the attempt, yes. Oh, most excellent. Please, my lord, go to Morella's cabin and find where she is gone. My men are too frightened to go that far from the village. Her cabin is west of the village in the valley. It should not be hard to find. There are other, older cabins in the hills abandoned for many years. Or go north from here to the river and find that Madolf and his beasts. I have little doubt that they are responsible for all this, but we must be sure. I'm relieved you have decided to help us. You have the run of the village, my lord. If you need anything else, do not hesitate to come to me. Oh, most glorious day, says Minsk. One step closer we come to being true heroes. Yes, indeedy. Oh boy, did he use that word? Even little Boo's, he says, even little Boo's fur stands on end from his anticipation. Yeah, Misk has gotten a little bit touched in the head since the first game, hasn't he? I don't know, his lines sound way more childish than before. I don't know. Could have been what Irenicus did to him. I don't remember if it's talked about in the game. Might be. So anyway, let's look at the quest we have: investigate and destroy. That's not the one. What about the murders? Collect, solve the skin. That's the one. So Rajik was obviously, yeah, responsible for the murders according to his own, and the wizard Velin Dan in the back of his shop was allied with him and spoke of a larger work that was being performed. I am unsure if this ends here or not, but the tanner certainly escaped for now. The mage must have spirited him away, as he did himself, I think. So looks like we have an inn over here. Ooh. Hello. Oh boy, let's save. Hello? Why are there so many people around here? Min?
Useful gadgets I have.
Oh.
Yes, I do.
Yes, what is it that you want exactly? If you want to buy something, then say so quickly before because I've got little enough time to spare for the likes of you. What do you know about what's going on in the village? Nothing, and I don't want to know nothing. All I want is to be able to get out of this stinking village safely once the roads are open. Merchants can't make a decent living here. No? Okay, well, let's have a chat with you, but with Markos over here.
Last. Our progress is not as it could be, I am sure. Perhaps it is just me.
I grow tired of these pursuits, she says. My life was not always such. Oh boy, I don't remember which one is that. Let's see, and what did it used to be like? I can ask her. Picking out profession, let's not go with that. That's a little bit confrontational. And I should care for what reason exactly. Let me check. I need to make sure, because I got it written down, what choices I must choose. I'll be right back. Okay, I know what to choose. It's the first one, as I thought. And what did it used to be like, Jaheira? I cannot picture you other than as you are. Oh, I'm certainly meant to be this way, she says, but I once lived quite peacefully. Druids took me in very young, and you can only be calm when surrounded by balance. It was like that for a long time, but I felt I should do more. Balance needed to be encouraged. I wouldn't let it happen again. I think it's this one. Yes it is. You would not allow what to happen again? Yeah. Oh, nothing, she says. I'm just rambling on. Talking to a trusted friend helps ease the soul. I hope I do as much for you as well. I mean, for the good of the party. Yeah, you do, Jaheira. You do. Well, let me see what she meant by that, actually. Let's see. Druids took me in very young, and you can only become one surrounded by balance. I was like that for a long time, but I've always felt I should do more. Balance needed to be encouraged. Yeah. What? Something happened that broke her balance, I think. And that's what she's referring to. Anyway. Yeah, I think we skipped one of the dialogues, though. Because according to the thing I have right now on my second screen, which is basically a cheat book, or walkthrough, I guess, for her romance. Because her romance used to be broken, yeah, I think. At least I could never do it unless I follow the walkthrough. Because you need to use like a save game editor. But with enhanced edition, it might be good. But it used to be broken. There used to be a point where the game would break more often than not. So yeah, let's buy from here.
Useful gadgets I have.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
So yeah, fine, but don't touch anything. Okay, it's fine. Let me open this, and I don't have anything. What about this one? Sell all of that. Okay, good stuff. Okay, what about no. There we go. Why did I press done? I need to sell these. Unfortunately, cannot sell these. Let's see what he has. He's got bullets. He's got... Oh, boy, he doesn't have any... Oh, he has another gem bag that doesn't have anything. Okay. Should I take it? I don't think I need it. I'm gonna keep 3 gem bags. I think that's enough. I think this is a quest item. The Trinor's Baldur Ale brewed with pimentos for that extra little kick. I think this is a quest item. I'm gonna take it right there. And I'm gonna put it over here with Jaheira's inventory, because she's the one that carries the quest items. Let's have a chat here with Baron Deer.
You'll find no better prices in Arm. I guarantee it.
I just know that one of these days, one of those ogres is going to come down and massacre me, just like those other villagers. I never thought of something like this when I became a merchant. Oh, what do you know about these killings then? Oh, it's a terrible thing, isn't it? People dying left and right. You can hardly find a customer anymore, and that's probably okay, because nobody will restock me now anyway. Somebody should do something about those ogres, though. Ever since they came, it all started. One of my caravans once got attacked by ogres. They're evil and brutal. Okay, yeah, they kind of are. Let's see what you have. Oh, I suppose so, but there isn't much. Caravans just won't come here unless they're stocked with guards, and that doesn't make it very profitable now, does it? Yeah, especially not if people around here don't have much money to pay for it. He doesn't have anything out extraordinary, to be honest. He does have a +1 plate mail over here. That's pretty crappy. Don't need that. Okay. What about this guy? Failed.
Have a look at my wares.
Oh.
I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
With a little intrigue happening, he says, though nothing a traveling company armed as you are would be interested in. Well, there have been a few people go missing. The most disturbing loss was the Ranger Morella. She disappeared after searching for the first person to go missing, some peasant. Her cabin was in the southwest, though I don't know what you would find there. Don't much care, really. So let me see what you have. So he's... Oh! We got it. We got it, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I am gonna need to figure out the... I didn't take notes. Should have taken notes of the... Yeah, that's the book. He has 40. That's a little much, isn't it? Anyway, I need to buy that book. History of the Zentarim. And I'm gonna save the game here. Let's see how it goes. So, I buy the book. Just one. Right there. You have made an interesting selection, says the guy. You know, I used to peddle books in Alcatla under another name. Perhaps you were a customer? Call me by the name I used before, and perhaps I will have a discount for you. Well, that should be easy enough. So, the second letter is R. A, so it's all of these, and, oh. It needs to be this one. Because it's Rejik or Rejik Tannerhide. So, it's not. It's not. Okay, let's go with this one. I mean, do I need that? I kind of want to. I kind of want to do that. Okay, he's going to attack me. He's going to run away, actually. Huh. I don't want to do that. Okay, so let's read this Tanner's letter. So, I know the name of the guy, so I have my notebook here. Everything is good. So, let's start. Let's see. So, our names are the same in their scale and their cut. So, I think scale doesn't mean the size. It means... Like, Rejik has 6 letters in the first word, and Rejik Tannerhide, so that would be Tannerhide, so it would be 10 letters in the second one. So, that makes for a 3 over 5. It also makes for, I don't know, if it could be 3 over 5, I doubt it, but we'll see. So, the second one, the last of these, begins just as the first of mine. So, his second name must be like Rejik. Like R-E, maybe, at least R. Okay, so the second of my first, so the second letter of my first name is the second letter of his first name. So that would be, except that it's regressed a full 4 steps, which is an A. So we know that his second letter is an A. It's gonna be good. The third letter of my first name, which is a J, is 4 more than the last of his first name. So 4 more? Okay, so it's 4 more regressed from J. It's gonna be a problem because I don't remember. I can't count backwards. So let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, E. Holy crap. I'll look into that off camera because I'm gonna need to solve this off camera. But let's just continue reading. I need to know that one. The entire last of my first is the last of his first. So I think entire last is the second half. So the entire last of his first is the last of his first. So that would be that E or I-E-K would be the last of his first name, I think. Except the first one of these, which is the E, and it is except the first one of these is the first of my last. Okay, so instead of being an I, it would be a T. Okay, so building it. The first of his last is mine plus 1. What? Your plus 1? What do you mean your plus 1? Oh, your first of your last. Okay. The first of your last, so it's a T. It would be a U. Huh. First of his last is mine plus 1. That makes no sense, actually. Because I thought it was a U. Because it says over here, the last of these begins just as the first of mine. Oh. So it's Reg. And it would be Wedge. Oh, man, that's weird as hell. so the last of so the next of my last is the last of his first. So the A plus 1, so it's a B. So his surname ends with a B. And the last of my last, which is a tenor height, so it'd be an E, are third and second coming in first for him. Third and second. I am so confused. I'm sorry for such games, he says, but it is certain that only you shall know this. I await your arrival. Well, I am gonna use a method of exclusion for all of these stuff, and I'll come back right now with an answer. I'll be right back. Okay, there seem to have been a couple of fundamental misunderstandings in, well, a fundamental misunderstanding, really, that was impeding me from solving this particular puzzle. So, yeah, I just mashed my head against this, and I couldn't figure out why the size, the scale, and the cut of these names was the same, because the choices that this guy gives us, they are nothing like Rigic Heidsman, which is eventually, it's actually Heidsman, not Tennerheid. I looked it up because I wanted to make sure that I had his name right, and I didn't. But even then, I can't figure out how that worked with Rigic Heidsman. So it's not Rigic's name that we're working with here. This is not about, at least I haven't put this to test, but I think it makes sense. This particular first point makes sense if the name we're working off is Velin Dan with an H before the N and double L's, which was the wizard down at the bottom of that particular shop. So let's see. So our names are the same in their scale and their cut. So we know that Velin has 6 letters in the first one and 4 letters in the last one. That excludes a bunch of these, and I'm gonna write them down. McLeod, we got the Shale. Most of them do have 4 letters as the surname, so everything is good there. Then, it begins as this. The first of mine, which is the first letter of the first name, is the last of his. Or at least the first of his last, which is a D. So the first letter is a D. The second of my first, which is the second letter, is the second of his first, though regressed. And actually, funnily enough, we were right on that one. It's an E regressed 4, so that's an A. So the second letter is an A. So we got Darbin, Darsin, Velin. We also have that name as an option, but there's not hit. We have Harvin, which is not right. And there we go, just excluding all the choices here. But I'll show you the choices in a little bit. So the third of my first, which is the third letter, is 4 more than the last of its first. The last of its first is an N, and 4 more than an N would be N-O-P-Q-R. That'll be an R. There we go, Dar. So that means Darwin is on, Darlin, Darsin, and Darbin. So they're all there. There's 4 options right there. The entire last of my first, which is, I suppose, 3 letters, is the last of his first, which is 2 letters. Oh, so it's not 3 letters. How can that be? Could it be A-H-N? Except the first one of these, which is, so that'd be Darren. Oh, wait a minute. The third, the entire last of my first is the last of his first. Oh, the first, sorry, I got it wrong. So the last of his first, which is Velin, that'll be Darlin. But the first one is not an L. The first one, the L over there, except the first one of these, which is the L, is the first of my last. So we know is first of the surname, which would be, am I writing it right? Huh, I think I am. So that'll be Darwin, maybe? So, except the first one of these is the first of my last, would be the L. Huh. Okay, so the first of his last is mine plus 1. Okay, I don't understand this one, but that's easy. So that'd be a D. So that'd be a C. Okay, the first of his last is a C. That means Eol is out, Daln is out, and then we have Cole, Darsin, and Darlin Cole. Darlin Cole, that's the one. Yep. Is it Darlin? Yep, it's gotta be. Darlin Cole, let's see. The next of my last is the last of his first plus 1. The next of my last, that'll be N-O. So Cole, yeah, Cole is the right one. I'm looking at the choices here. The last of my last are the third and second coming in from him. It's gotta be L, and, wait a minute. Coming in first for him. I don't know which one it is. If it's Darsin or Darlin. Darlin is too convenient because it's Velin. It's except the first. So it can't be Darlin. It gotta be Darsin. So let's buy the book and see where this goes. Okay, let's buy the book. And he's gonna say, hey, that's an interesting one. Yeah, there it is. Darcin Cole, and we got Darlin Cole. So we know that it's Cole at the bottom, because everything else, like these, they're wrong. Like the shape of this one, the shape of this one. So I believe it is this one, because that letter is a problem. Is the first of the last of his first. It's weird. Let's go with that one. Indeed it was, says Fael. Okay, there we go. As I said in the letter, I'm sorry for these simple games, merely a ruse to throw off foolish guards of Athkatla. I trust you have the armor almost complete? Yes I do. It is not quite done yet, though. Oh, of course, I will add the final touches, but I do need the most important ingredient first. Your workmanship is unparalleled, but it needs something special. The skins were exquisite, but now there must be blood. And you know what I need? Bring me the blood of a dragon, a silver dragon. Oh, huh. Suddenly, any idea where I might find one? None whatsoever. You are the artist. You find one. Huh. I think this guy, I found the man mentioned in the letter. I found Reggie in that guy's home. But I think we're gonna get ourselves something good from here. Did it update the murder quest over here, or is it a different one? No, it didn't update this one, so it's gotta be a different one, right? Huh. Okay, so it's gotta be a unique armor or something that we can make, I suppose. Huh. Okay, let's save the game and have a chat.
Good customer. A pearl to you.
A good day to you, sir. It is nice to see a new face in the village for once. We haven't had many travelers through here since all these killings began, naturally. I'd be pleased to show you some of the goods I have to sell, although I must warn you, our mercantile company hasn't had much opportunity to deliver lately, so goods are sparse. Spare? Is that a word? So, yeah. What can you tell me about the killings? No, that's a tale and a half, mind you. Don't listen to these dribble these villages might tell you. They'd have you half believing that a 500-year-old witch is on the prowl. You see, the real story is that there's a pack of wolves that's decided to come into the village area here and pick people off. You can't even travel much unless you got an armed guard. Makes for poor business, it does. Our company thought it was a good thing when we won exclusive rights to Innsvale from the council, but it's just losing us money. Okay, so what did I ask? Why doesn't everybody just leave? That's what I asked. Well, some people still think the problem can be solved. I hear the mayor hired a band of adventurers to look into it, but they have disappeared. No one wants to travel alone, but if something isn't done soon, they might decide to leave altogether. 'Tis a shame. This is a prosperous village otherwise. Good business, usually. Okay, show me what you have. She doesn't seem to have anything good. No. Well, there's bullets plus 2, I mean. Get all of those. Do you have arrows plus 2 as well? No. Not that I saw. We do have a short sword plus 1. There's some plus 1 stuff. Nothing really extraordinary. And a potion of fire resist. Okay, let's get that. So you're gonna use that over there. Just for a rainy day, you're gonna use that over there. She's actually using a bunch of these. And you are gonna use... What are you using right now? Normal ones? That's pathetic. That's pathetic, I know, man. Use something proper. Actually, don't use something proper. Use crappy ones. Let's put that over here. And, yeah, you're gonna use crappy ones. He's not gonna use that most of the time, but... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm the one with that staff. Okay, you are the one with that.
I punch.
And that was that. So I'm not on the track of the wizard. I think I might need to go to Aegisfield to complete that quest. Maybe he's gonna tell me where to go. So we have an inn in here, I suppose? Let's have a chat with the people. Trevor?
Be merry, friend.
No, I may be recognizing ye. Should I be? Are you keen, mayhap? Come take me home. Well, that depends where is your home. Well, Vincenzo's inn here be as good as a home as of mine as any. Sometime I do sleep in a barn or a haystack. Sometime I do sleep in our woods. Of late, with his murdering and all, Vincenzo does let poor Travor sleep in the attic, he does. He be a good man, that Vincenzo. Oh, what do you know about these murderings, as you call them? I know that the streets may be a safe place for a poor drunk to napping in. That's for sure. Vincenzo took me in, dear man that he be, so I may be taken by the Umar witch, Myself, I may be knowing if the Umar witch is back. I seen black shapes moving in the night, like living shadows, but then I be the town drunk and nobody listens to what I had to say. Truth be told, I be more than a little frightened to sleep outside these days, but then this inn is where you'd find me likely as not, so little has changed, Yeah, little has changed. What about you, Ander?
Bloke can't walk 5 feet these days without someone hitting him up.
Well, it's not my fault. Oh, me and Joanna have been trying the best we can. Fool's son, Dearbert, is just going to get himself into trouble with no work to do, though. Oh, just like that, huh? What about you, Joanna?
Well met and welcome.
Oh, it's terrible. People have been found dead in their homes with their skins inside out, and then their bodies even disappear. Ender and I fled from our farmhold to be safe here. Okay, well, you did well, I suppose. Hey, Vincenzo, I hear you're a good man.
Never had rats. No sorry.
No, sirree. Hello to you and a good day. I'm Vincenzo, and I offer you all the services of me humble little inn. Oh, there's a lot of little things to be said about your inn, says Willett, the stable boy over here. But humble ain't the one I would be picking, eh? Oh, hush, boy, and keep calling me Vince, and I'll have you strapped over a log. The name's Vincenzo. That's a lot of rot. You hears the name from Sembian Trader, and suddenly you're putting on airs. Never mind the boy, says Vincenzo. He's an ignorant lout, and I took it in out of pity. Simpleton who doesn't know his place. Is there aught I can do for you, my lord? My good lord? What do you know about the killings here? Ah, Vincenzo knows the truth. My family has been in this here area for long time, and the tales of the witch Umar has been passed down. They have. You're not gonna go into that rot again, are you? Asks Willett. Silence, boy. Perhaps I should give you the witch instead as an offering, hey? Leave you out of the doorstep with a lace of garlic tied around your neck? Well, I thought that'd shut your trap. Now then, my lord, I can tell you all about the witch, Umar. A tale sure to curl your ears, if you'd care to hear. Sure, go ahead. Oh, like I said, my family has been around these parts a long time. We were back when the witch herself plagued these lands over 700 years ago. Umar was a wicked one. No one ever saw her except when she came down from the hills to steal some unfortunate souls, shepherds, babes, anyone who weren't careful. She tore on them, and you could hear their cries during the night. People tried to find her, but only the victims' bodies would turn up, mutilated and dead. Don't know why they just didn't kill her. Asks Willett, or says Willett. 'Cause they couldn't find her, you stupid boy. Were you not listening? And besides, she was a powerful witch with plenty of magic for any fight. Strange thing is, my lord, Umar just vanished one day. Maybe she were killed, maybe not. But every century or so, it's said she comes back to the hills. Ha ha, says Willett. This is where it gets right funny, your story. I'm warning you, boy. You'll be out on your ass faster than you can blink if you keep this up. As I said, every century or so, she comes again. People disappear, tortured in the hills, and only sometimes are the bodies found. Once Umar sated herself on blood, she returns to whence she came. This is just like them other times. People forget so easily. 'Tis the witch, I tells you. Has nobody tried to find this witch in recent years? Well, there was a group of mages some years back who came young ones, apprentices, I gathered. 2 fellas and a young lass, sure enough. They were sent by their master to look into Umar Hills, into the Umar which, or so they said. Nice enough group, but 'twere obvious they expected nothing. I remember them, says Willett. They were all right for mages. Lots nicer than the Germier feller. Now he should go and soak his head. Now we should go and soak his head. What do you mean by that? Aye, true enough, says Vincenzo. Them 3 went into the hills, and they was never found again, except for the last journal. I found those myself, out in the woods. More victims of Umar herself, sure as daylight. You can read it in the lass's journal, sure enough. Oh, do you think I might be able to take a look at this journal? Ah, you can. I had a copy or 2 done up by a scribe friend of mine some months back. You can have one, if you likes. A copy or 2, says Willett. More like you got a whole storeroom full of copies of that journal, you bleeding banana. Ah, well, so what if I have? 'Tis a good story, more or less. Make me bloody rich one day, and then where will ye be, little rugrat? Oh, more than like you wrote that journal yourself, I'd wager. I did nae such thing. Here you go, my lord. Use it as you will, but beware the witch. If he goes into the hills, she's not sated yet. Not by a long shot. Okay, well, seems like we have a journal over here. Indeed we do. And it's not a big read. Let's see. This journal seems to be that of an apprentice mage, telling the tale of her expedition into the Umar Hills with 2 other apprentices in the search of evidence of the fabled witch. The tale is hard to believe, but seems to relate the group's horror at getting lost and being hounded by an unseen predator during the nights. The script is in a panicky, feminine hand, and the last page can barely be made out as follows. How would you... This is a rewritten version. How is it... Why is it panicky and feminine hand? Anyway, sorry to Jocelyn mother. That's an editor's note, by the way. It's probably the editor just wrote, "Oh, I'm reading this and all that." Yeah, could be an editor's note. Sorry to Jocelyn's mother. I'm sorry about what happened to Michaelis. There's something out here with us. We thought it'd be peasants, but peasants aren't this clever. Jocelyn says it's the witch. I hear her when I sleep. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. I don't want. And the journal ends here. Well, that wasn't too hard to copy, was it now, guy? Was it now? Anyway, let's have a chat with this guy. See. Oh, he doesn't say anything. Unless you got yourself a horse hidden under all that armor there, you should be talking to Vince and not me, aye? Yeah, he's a stable boy, so that makes sense. Let me also save the game. We're running out of time for the... Ooh. Well, those are the journals right there. We didn't need to talk to that guy to get them. Holy crap, he's got a whole storeroom full of them. Yep, he does. I'm not gonna steal from them, but well, we are out of time as I said. So I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Baldur's Gate 2: Shadows of Amn. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye bye.